Market
Oh, man.
update today, man.
Market update 7/14,
Man, this year
2023.
is flying
by.
OMG, dude, I can't believe it's about to be August, bro. Like, dude, where did this year
Damn,
go?
it is.
Wow.
It went shoot.
Damn, summer's
It went
coming
just,
towards it.
it went just as quick as the interest rates went up, man. Shit.
Tell me about it. Goodness
Man,
gracious.
it's been wild.
It's been a wild roller coaster, actually, since last year, since the Fed started increasing, bro. It's just been nonstop.
You know what though?
Turbulence.
I'm new in this. Newer. 3 years coming up. 3 years actually in 2 days. On Sunday it'll be 3 years for me. 3-year anniversary.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Gotta celebrate, man. That's
But
a milestone.
you know, I'm newer in this. But one thing that this kind of environment gives us as professionals is the ability to learn, man. Really dive deep and start to expand your knowledge in your field. There's a lot to learn. If you want to become the go-to, you know what I mean? If you want to become the guy with the plan, you know, anything real estate related, they reach out to you or gal, you know, guy or gal with the plan. Now is the time to do so because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to learn that stuff. And most of the time we're so busy we don't have the time to put that work in.
Yes.
However, in this market, there's plenty of time to do so.
And this is it, guys.
And I know you and I were talking about that off record.
100%.
Man,
you know,
the
once it
things
slows
that we're
down
doing.
a little bit in
Right.
your business, it's not the time to just sit still and do nothing.
Right.
This is the time to take advantage of the time we have to increase our skills, to learn more, to read
Right.
more, to just so we can be a better in our field, a better professional in whatever you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And this is time to up the ante. This is also a great time, especially for realtors and, well, really any business professional. When things are kind of slower or it's a different type of market, this is where you want to go in and just expand your network, like meet more people, talk to more people, find ways to help more people. That's really what it's all about, right? And just keep building that network. And that way, you know, when things do start changing, you have a bigger pipeline.
Right.
Not only that, like you just said, to your point, you'll have more experience, you'll have more knowledge, you'll have more growth, right? I feel like we're kind of both on the same kind of path right now, not only educationally, right. Not only for education wise and getting wiser in our business and our fields, but also our spiritual journey right now. I feel we're on the same spiritual growth right now because I know you know, even talking off camera, both of us are on this path right now, and we're just going deeper on that side of it,
Right.
religion and getting closer to God and just learning so much.
And it all relates.
And how it all comes together. It's all one.
Right.
Here, let me plug shout out a great book, guys. I'm reading right now, still in the middle of. And if you guys are in business, or I mean, this applies to real life, just life in general. But it's about business, and it shows how there's business secrets in the Bible, right?
Okay.
Right. It's amazing, this book. I mean, it shows how God put a lot of things in the Bible, or just a lot of stories in the Bible, translate to show how you should basically run your business or operate in general, you know, as a person. And they give a lot of examples of scripture, and it's just amazing, guys. But anyway, it's called Business Secrets from the Bible, and it's written by Rabbi Daniel Lapin. So just a plug right there.
Yeah, you were talking about that off air.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that
it's
one.
life changing, game changing, and it's I could just already tell, man. I'm on chapter 10 right now, so got a few more chapters, but yeah, it's
Okay.
great.
Yeah, no, I like that, man. It's now's the time to make a splash.
Yeah,
you know,
Go
and
deep.
make yourself more valuable.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'll tell you this, I'll say this too. And I don't know if there's any new entrepreneur, even if they've been an entrepreneur for a while, running a business for a while, it's really easy to be nervous about being salesy, you know, and being like pushy or putting pressure or something like that. So a lot of times people will just opt not to say what they do, or opt not to bring it up, or opt not to go to like networking events or build relationships with people. But once you just tell yourself there's no harm in meeting more people and giving yourself the ability to help more people. That's really what you're doing.
Right.
The more people you know, the more people you're able to help. And the more people you're able to help, the happier you're going to be, the more prosperous your business is going to be.
100%.
You know, the more fulfilled your days are going to be. Like everything just makes sense. And if you're in this, in any business, whether it be, you know, we had Eric on here, Herbalife. You know, we had Anthony's Tacos on here, serving tacos. We've had tons of real estate professionals. Doesn't matter what business you're in.
Those tacos sound fire right now.
They do sound good right now. Doesn't matter what business you're in. If if your aim in the game is to help as many people as possible, you'll get right over that fear of being salesy or building relationships or reaching out and trying to meet new realtors or meet new insurance brokers. You'll get over that fear because my goal is to help somebody. My goal is to help more people with my knowledge. Can you help me do that?
100%.
You meet people, and when they say yes, and when you click, oh my gosh, it's
amazing.
Fantastic.
And that's why I love this book so much, because it shows, I mean, God put us here as people to network and connect with each other. We're here to help each other. We all need each other.
I like that.
And so, and also here's another thing. There's also, and I felt, victim of this stigma out there by a lot of masses. And it's usually like, the lower, the middle class or lower, and like I said, I had the same thinking, but I've been enlightened over the years. The thinking is that, if you have money, you're wealthy, you're successful, that's not what life's about. That's not what God wants. You know what, guys? That is the complete opposite. Think about it this way. The more money you can make or the more wealth you have, imagine how many more people you can help in your life, right? You can give to charities, you can set up foundations, you can just help out so many more people that are underprivileged if you have it, right? Now on the other side, if you're barely making it and barely paying your bills every month and you're struggling, how much can you really help anyone else? Then it's almost to, I don't know where that thinking came from, because I know I used to always hear like, you're just trying to be rich or, blah, blah, blah. Life's not about that. But actually, no, life is about, and God wants us to be prosperous. Like, there's many examples in the Bible that shows of those biblical figures that were prosperous and kings, and they had lots of money and they helped out so many people. They did so much good. And that's really what it's about, man. And also big misconception is too, there's all these billionaires and millionaires. Yeah. But look, I'm not going to say all of them, but a majority of them, they're giving millions annually to charities, to foundations, not only talking about the people that they're employing, right? That are people now have jobs because of these, these businesses that are being operated. So we got to start looking at that side of the coin instead of looking at like, these people have all that and they're selfish. Actually, to be honest, you're more selfish if you're barely making it and living check to check, because you have no choice but to be selfish.
Right.
Because all you can help is yourself and maybe your family, period. Now, you're starting getting a lot of wealth. You're starting to make more money. You're being super, super successful. Oh, now I can help myself. I can help my family. I can help this person's family. I can help the poor. I can help, diabetes foundation. I can give to cancer. I mean, I can create my own foundation. Just how much we were talking about giving away like turkeys on, turkeys for Thanksgiving is something we're going to do.
That's in the works. That's in the works, a turkey drive. Yep.
Right. So again, just guys, I just implore you guys to look at that mindset and try to change that, because I was a victim of that too. I always thinking that way, but if you think about it, it's so crazy, bro. Like,
it's a default setting, because going on that path and getting acquiring more money, helping more people, it's not easy. That's a tough thing to do. So default setting is,
however,
if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to do it. So they choose the easier route, which is just worry about me.
But is it easier? This is what I've learned too.
True.
Life is tough in general. It's tough if you don't got money. Now you're struggling. You're always worried about money. You can't do anything. You're barely making bills. You're trying to figure out how to pay things. You're trying to do whatever. That's a tough life. It's also tough to try to strive for greater things and the great wealth. Now you got to figure out what hard you want to choose. Me, I'd rather choose to work hard, do whatever it takes I can be eventually in a better place for my family, people I want to take care of, and help out more people. That I think. So again, guys, it's really about choices in life. You can choose to stay where you are, and that's a super struggle. Or you can choose to do better, which is a struggle, but the end result is amazing. And this is even bigger. I just thought of this now. The option to choose the wealth and go after your goals and push hard, it's finite. What's the word? Finite. It's an end. There is there's a true end to that, right? You're gonna only do that for so many years, and you're gonna get to the point where, oh man, you've reached your goals or you've gotten wealth. Now you can do what you want to do. It might be 5, it might be 10, but you will get there.
Right.
On the flip side, If you choose to stay where you are, do nothing, you're gonna be miserable forever.
Struggle for life.
So
which
you
one
got to
is
figure
really,
out what you guys
which one
want
is
to
really
choose.
easier?
What's is the easier?
Right.
So
I like that.
And when you're going for typically what you want in life and your goals and wealth, you're gonna grow as a person so much, typically for the better.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just see only but good on the upside, going for your goals and striving
It's that
for
long-term vision.
You're trying to be the best person you could be, and at the same time, you're striving. You're gonna have more successes and more wealth. And
That's the difference between that victor and victim mentality.
Man, it's life is mindset. I just
mindset.
It's crazy. Like everything is how you think it is, what your views are, right? Whether good or bad, negative, however you look at the world, however you look at your circumstances, however you look at something bad happening to you. We all have choices. It's perspective. You could look at something bad like, darn, this sucks. My life is horrible. This keeps happening. I'm depressed. Or you can look at it like, oh, it happened. It sucks. What can I learn from this? Because everything that happens bad to us, there's always a equal good. There's always good, and vice versa. If something really good, there's an equal bad, possibly, right? So you could take that, learn from it, grow from it, and improve on it, and use it to motivate you and inspire you to do great things. So it's a choice. It's a choice, and then the way you're gonna feel is gonna be the result of that choice.
Right.
So you can choose I'm down and out. Now you're going to be in a state of depression because you're miserable. You're just looking at the negative of that situation. Mm-hmm. Look at the positive of that situation. I mean, you'll be down for a little bit, but you're going to slowly get out of that. You're going to grow. You're going to learn, and you're going to be a way better person. And you're going to take that and just succeed, right? And just take all those experiences with you. So, and you're going to be much happier. You're going to get over that. You're going to be happier. You're going to be enlightened. You're going to understand it. And so you choose how you want to feel.
Right. No, I like that, man. We jumped right in, man.
We
jumped right in, man. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Heat Speakers. It is 7/14/2023 today, Friday evening.
Yeah,
Let's get a market update, man.
Local
Central Valley.
Right.
What are we looking at on the home sales side, man? What are we looking at for price range? What are we looking at for increase, decrease?
Yes.
What do you got for us, Rich?
All right, guys. So I'm here to give you guys the most up-to-date local housing market information, right? We're going to focus on Fresno, Clovis for now. We feel that's important, so that way you guys who are tuning in knows what's happening. Right now, I used to, and one of the greater resources, most up-to-date resources, guys, in case you want to know, is called Altos Research. Altos Research is a platform. They get the most up-to-date real estate data. There's other ones out there, just so you know. A lot of the news and the Fed, even a lot of them, these big platforms, they go off of what is called the Case-Shiller report, which is an index. So that Case-Shiller, who reports housing data as well, statistics. The only downside with them, which is huge downside, is that information is typically 3 months behind.
Yeah. There's a lot of lag in data coming out.
Right. So, and very important, guys that are listening, very, very important. Whenever you're looking at the news and you're getting that information and you're like, oh, man, the housing market's down, 9 times out of 10, I almost want to say 10 times out of 10, that's coming from Case-Shiller, which is 3 months behind. So whenever you're getting the updated housing information, it's usually not what's happening currently. So you really want to be in tune with what's happening today, because that can make all the difference. So Altos Research, the last updated report was back to July 7th, and we're going to have another one next week. But median list price for Fresno, strictly Fresno, we're looking at about a 430,000 is the median list price. So basically what the average or median, not even average, the median house for sale that is on the market right now is 430 in Fresno.
And just to interject real quick,
sure.
Whenever we talk about a higher price or a luxury market or an affordable market, especially when we're talking about here in Fresno and Clovis, we're looking at that number there, and we're saying anything above it is going to be considered more luxury, right? Anything above 430 is going to be considered more luxury. Anything under 430 is more of the affordable homes. And the reason we make that distinction is because the patterns, the list price, the days on market change when it comes to different price points. Mm-hmm. So just know 430 is where we're at today, and if we talk about a luxury or a higher end market, we're talking about above that list price, that average list price.
Right. 100%. And so just so you could compare to last year at the same time, 22. So July of 2022, the median list price was 427.7. So we are up. We're up year
Slightly,
on year,
but we're
a few
up.
thousand. Yeah, I mean, but look at it this way. If we remember last year, the peak was June of 22 is when we peaked. And then ever since last year, 2022, since June, prices dropped significantly through the year. Remember last fall, guys, when it was just
Came to a dead
rates
halt.
went crazy?
Right.
That was probably the fastest hike in rates as far as real estate, interest rates.
Right.
It went up drastically, and it went to 7%, and the market stopped. And so a lot of people were looking at it like real estate's going to crash this year. I mean, if you look at the economists and just people and real estate professionals, no one would have thought today we'd be up. Everyone was thinking doomsday. You had a lot of doomers on there. Oh, real estate's going to crash. Look what happened. What's going on? It's going to get worse in 2023. Here we are, bro.
That's true, bro. Because I remember last year when I was talking to people and I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, I don't know. And I was telling buyers, I was like, listen, even if you lose,